Making better decisions in life. This thing of making better decisions is not going to be easy, especially for someone that's making bad decisions their whole life. The reason why is because things become habits, right? Just if you're used to stealing, if you're a klepto, you're going to be taking things just even naturally without even thinking about it. That's why when there's people like that around, even though I know sometimes they've changed, unless they've changed for a long time, it's still hard trusting them, right? Just because you know those habits are hard to break. Well, I do because I've had addiction issues. I've had other issues, right? So I know habits are hard to break. So for example, when you make serious changes in your life, it's gonna be very difficult. But what you need to do, you need to start by just doing it one day, right? And then 2 days. And just trying to break those habits on a consistent basis. And don't feel bad if you kind of go back to your old habits. Just start again, day one. The thing about it is that the people that are successful have failed more times than the people that have never tried. Why? Because you continuously fail until you finally get it right. There's no correct way to do things. There's no one way to do things. There's your way to do things. And whether it takes you 10 times until you get it right, 100 times until you get it right, but continuously trying, and the other person next to you is not trying, I guarantee you're gonna get a lot further just because you're making an attempt. That's why making changes is so difficult, because we get so consumed into bad habits. For myself, for example, I was down the wrong road for a long time since I was a juvenile. So for me, it took doing 5 years in prison, and that still didn't change me 100%. I still got out and wanted to fight, wanted to prove myself, wanted to still be known. And it didn't take until a serious car accident and another incarceration to actually open up my eyes, to like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's why I always tell people, give respect to the people that are trying, because not everyone is trying. So if you see someone making an attempt, let them know, I see that you're trying. I see that you're making an attempt to actually be better. Because at the end of the day, not everybody tries. Some people just rather just go in and out the system because it's so hard to actually make a change. Changes are difficult. That's one thing that everyone just needs to realize. Because even daily habits that I have now, if one day, I kind of want just to stop lifting weights in general and just start running. To make that change is gonna be difficult for me because I'm in the habit of lifting weights. I've always had a passion for lifting weights. I enjoy lifting weights. Lifting weights comes easy to me. Even if I'm not feeling like super motivated to work out, I can lift weights. It's easy. But it's the run that's difficult. It's the eating right that's difficult. And that's why a lot of people, you'll see them and they're like, oh man, you're working out for many years, man. But you look the same, including myself, it's just because that discipline to be able to get to the next level is very challenging. So that's why I always tell people, respect people that are trying to make a change. If they're a loved one or a close, friend, let them know that you see the changes that they're making, because not everyone could do it. Look at yourself, look at your life. What would you like to be better at? And you haven't made the change yet. And that's the thing. Sometimes people do want to change. It's just hard for them to actually take that first step. So if you're thinking about making a change and it's just difficult for you to take that first step, just start by one day. Then do 2. And do 3. Wake up in the morning and be like, I'm going to be a better person today. I'm going to do this today. And actually get it done. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. Let's go.